So I'm going to start at the bottom, I think. Okay. Well, here's her bladder right here. Okay. And running from her bladder is her urethra. The one coming up from the top, you can see this little string, and you can trace it all the way up here. That's the ureter going into the kidney. Okay. So the urethra actually sits over the top of the vagina, which the vagina is down here below the urethra. They come together and they meet at the urogenital sinus, because like I said, cats only have one hole out. They don't have a separate one for their vagina and for their urethra to exit. Okay. So this area just beneath her bladder would be the uterine body. It's where the two horns meet. So it'd be right in here, and it's very small in her because she's just, she's in her normal state. But like I said, I think with a cat, the uterus is being shaped like a Y, and the body is kind of like the stem of the Y. You know what I mean? The one what it stands on.
Where do the kittens fit?
Well, the kittens fit in here. The kittens actually are deposited, like the eggs implant in the horns of the uterus.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that it can stretch that much.
Yes, I mean, it's like so tiny.
Yeah, and I mean, the same way in humans, I mean, your uterus is usually only like this big, but yeah, it's made to accommodate that. So the horns pretty much, they go all the way up until the tube, which it's harder to see on her just because, there's not a whole lot of difference between the tube and the horn, but you see this bulge right here? I'd say that's probably the top of the horn, and then where it gets narrow right there, just that little point where I'm sliding my probe, that would be actually the tube. Okay. Where up here would be her ovary.
Okay.
So, other cat here, it's easy to see the difference. So, like we said, we have her urethra here, her vagina, and then we flip up the bladder, and there's the body of the uterus, where the two horns are coming together. So that would be the body. See the big difference, right? And these would be her uterine horns. And so, like I said, with the cat, when there's no kittens in here, so I'm guessing she probably just had them. So like if you've ever known anybody who's had a baby and they're still kind of big for a while, they're still swollen for like a month or two, it's because their uterus hasn't contracted back down to its normal size. So those would be her uterine horns. And then right up the top here would be where you'd have the start of the fallopian tube. Okay. And this kind of feathery thing in here would be her ovary. Okay, so it's easy to tell the difference between the tube and the horns on her.
Can you open the kidney again?
And then we got the kidney. Alright. So, like I said, the kidney actually falls outside of the abdominal cavity because the parietal peritoneum, the stuff that lines the cavities in the abdomen, actually covers over the top of the kidney. So the kidney has its own membrane, and it's this what we have right here, which is called the renal capsule, and it's kind of like the dura mater in the brain or the pericardium in the heart. It's this really tough membrane that goes all the way around the organ. So that's our first layer. And when you split the kidney open, you can see the second layer, which is the cortex, which is the peach-colored stuff that goes all the way around the outside, and that's where the nephrons are. So that's what actually filters the blood. And then on the inside, you have the pyramid, which is all this red stuff. It's made up of the collecting ducts. And that's, where you're going to have the excretion. Let me see. In the cats, they have a simple kidney. That means they only have one big pyramid. Where in like humans, and I think we have a sheep kidney, but I don't think we're using it on the test. The sheep kidney has multiple pyramids. It's also like on the model there. It has multiple pyramids. It's a compound kidney. And I don't know if we can really see the ureter on her, but it would, maybe. Kind of, sort of, not so much. But like I said, it's easy to see.